First question.
Coach, can you just talk about what happened in that fourth quarter as far as the defense is concerned, and how did Kawhi Leonard get going like that?
I mean, I think it started midway through the third, toward the end of the third, and first half of the fourth. We went through felt like a lull with playing hard enough to compete. Got up 15, and that poor start, let them back in the game, and then we decided to play second half of the fourth, and play like that is noticeable, and we're right back in the game. Play like that the whole way, it wouldn't even be a game. But obviously a talented guy that, we were going after him quite a bit. And on the last one, spun away from the crowd, spun away from where the trap was, got to his open side, and made a tough shot.
21 turnovers tonight, and you guys are bottom 10 in turnovers this year. What do you attribute that in general, and what can you do to fix that issue?
Got to be strong with the ball, and that's why I said we did it to ourselves. Being up 15, and even at halftime, I think we had 10 at that point, and we had 11 in the second half. But for 28 points, it's holding somebody to 102 before that last shot is enough to win a game if you take care of the ball and get shots up. And so that's why it should sting. Going into the break, that we kind of did that to ourselves about being up 15. Knowing that they're a team that packs the paint, goes for steals in the pocket. You either got to hit the skip pass or be strong with the ball in the pocket. Same thing we saw last night, and got a little bit worse tonight. But got to take care of the ball. Some basic principle of winning the possession battle is rebounding like we did much better tonight, and then getting shots up.
Coach, you often talk about consistency. How do you guys find that, for both halves? On both ends of the floor.
Yeah, I mean, that's the key. And like I said, we go through these lulls of kind of going through the motions and letting them back in the game once we went up 15. And just too many errors here and there that let them hang around. We got a chance to stretch the lead, up 15, turnovers in transition, some offensive rebounds, let them back in the game. And so it's that's the thing. But when the energy dips up and down, it's not a great thing for us. We play hard like we did in the last half of the fourth quarter. We're in good shape, and like I said, it wouldn't even be a game.
As you guys approach the break, how would you assess where you guys are versus where you guys ultimately want to be?
Got to be sharper. Like I said, it all starts with effort and meeting that standard every night. And if we do that, we've shown that we compete or beat the good teams. And but from there, just the consistency in general of defensive schemes and personnel. It's just too many mistakes up and down as far as that. Even on Dunn and some of the guys again tonight after, we watched quite a bit from yesterday, some errors we made. And then offensively, just movement. Like I said, you got to play with the pace especially when the team is grabbing, holding, making plays in the pocket, being strong with the ball. That's the direct result of all those turnovers.
Kevin, 13 turnovers over the last 2 games. What did you notice about the way that LA defended him and how that might have led to those giveaways?
I mean, they blitzed him every time. There was pick and roll with the big. So nothing we haven't seen this year. And like I said, they're pulling everybody in from the weak side. And so he made a few skip passes that led to threes in the first half. And, you got to see the third defender. And some of the wraparound passes, or not just Kevin, and I think it was Reed as well, and some other guys in the pocket passes. You got to see that third defender, and Dunn and Leonard are like free safeties back there making plays. And so strong with the ball, keep your dribble, knowing the pocket's not always going to be there. If we got it there, good things happen, but obviously way too many turnovers, and those led to direct baskets, transition points, and 28 points off those.
Alperen sat in the fourth until 3:03 left. Is that a situation where sometimes you just like that 5-out lineup in certain matchups and situations?
Yeah, he got hit in the calf yesterday. We wanted to keep his minutes down a little bit and run him with shorter stretches. He looked good out there, and said he felt better once he got going. But that was part of it, and also Jay Sean with the pace, playing at the 5, hit unders in the pocket was really good for us, and I think the switchability on defense helped as well, helped us get back into the game.